SBA Publications.
Hello, my dear students. How are you all? I hope that you all are very well. Students, today we are going to start chapter 6, that is Food and Health. So, in this chapter, we are going to learn about the balanced diet and explain why it is necessary, how food can be cooked and preserved, ways by which communicable disease can spread, and the last, deficiency diseases and their causes. Let's start with the topic food and its components. So, food contains mainly 5 major components, that are carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins and minerals. Our body needs all the components in adequate amounts to remain healthy. The sources and functions of the 5 main components of the food are listed in the table here. First is carbohydrates. So, carbohydrates provide energy to the body, and the sources of carbohydrate are bread, rice, wheat, fruits such as bananas and mangoes, sugar, potato and corn. Now the next is fat. Function of fat is provide energy to the body, and the sources are meat, vegetable oil, milk, butter, cheese, ghee, cream and all the dry fruits. The third component we have here, proteins. It is essential for the growth and muscle building. That's why it is known as bodybuilding component. The sources of the protein are chicken, fish, eggs, milk, cheese, pulses and soybean. Now the last 2 components are vitamins and minerals. They contain iron, calcium, iodine and phosphorus. Now the functions of vitamins and minerals are, they needed in small amount for normal functioning of the body, and they help to fight diseases and prevent us from falling sick. That's why these are known as disease-free component. And the sources are fruits, vegetables, fish, eggs and milk. These are the sources of carbohydrates. These are the sources of proteins. These all are the sources of fats, and these are the sources of vitamins and minerals. Along with these 5 main components of food, our body also needs adequate amount of water and the roughage. Water acts as a medium to transport nutrient inside our body. What does it do? It transports the nutrient to the body. It also allows food to pass easily through the digestive system. We should drink plenty of water and include food items containing roughage in our diet. So what is roughage? Roughage is the undigested part of the plant food. It helps in moving the food easily through our digestive system and in proper removal of waste from our body. Atta means whole wheat flour. Oats, dalia, corn and cabbage are some good sources of roughage. Now, balanced diet. So what is balanced diet? A diet in which all the nutrients are presented in required amount is called a balanced diet. A diet that contains adequate amounts of different components of food along with roughage and water required for the healthy functioning of the body. And it's known as balanced diet. So, this is a triangle which has all the nutrients required in a balanced diet. Proteins, fats, vitamins and minerals, and all the carbohydrate sources. Our diet must include adequate amounts of different components of food for our body to be healthy. So, we should eat from all food groups every day. Now, the topic is diseases. हमें बीमारियां मिलती कहाँ से हैं? क्या हम बचपन से बीमार होते हैं? नहीं, बीमारियां कहाँ से आती हैं? बाहर से आती हैं. मतलब जब हमारी जो फूड हैबिट्स हैं वो खराब होती हैं या हमारे आसपास का एनवायरनमेंट खराब होता है, उसी वजह से हम बीमार पड़ते हैं और बीमारियां हमें घेर लेती हैं. When our body is not in a healthy condition or if our body parts are not performing their functions very well, then our body is said to be suffering from a disease. Diseases can occur due to improper diet, lack of rest or exercise or lack of the cleanliness. So, in general, diseases are of two types. First one is non-communicable and second one is communicable. Non-communicable diseases वो होती हैं जो किसी दूसरे से नहीं फैलती, मतलब हमें किसी और से नहीं होती और किसी और को हमसे नहीं होती. और कम्युनिकेबल डिजीज वो होती हैं जो एक दूसरे को बहुत जल्दी फैल जाती हैं, जैसे एयर से, वाटर से. Non-communicable diseases. Non-communicable diseases are those that do not spread from one person to the another. Some of the non-communicable diseases are caused due to the deficiency of particular nutrient in the diet. So, these are called deficiency diseases also. यहाँ में कुछ deficiency diseases दी हैं, फिर उनका रीज़न दिया है कि वो हमें किसकी कमी से हुई है, किस न्यूट्रिएंट की कमी से वो डिजीज़ हमें हुई है, और फिर हमें उसके सोर्सेज दिए हैं कि क्या क्या चीज़ें हम खाकर अपनी बीमारी को ठीक कर सकते हैं या फिर उससे हम बच सकते हैं. फर्स्ट इज नाइट ब्लाइंडनेस. Night blindness is caused by the deficiency of vitamin A, and the sources for vitamin A are green leafy vegetables, papaya, carrot, mango, milk, butter and egg yolk. Next is beriberi. This is caused by the deficiency of vitamin B1, and the sources are milk, peas, cereals, green vegetables. Third is scurvy. Scurvy is caused by the deficiency of vitamin C, and the sources of vitamin C are amla, orange, lemon and tomato. Fourth is rickets. Rickets is caused by the deficiency of vitamin D, and the sources of vitamin D are milk and milk products. Fifth is goiter, and this is caused by the deficiency of iodine, and the sources of iodine are iodized salt, cranberries and seafood. Last is anemia. Anemia is caused by the deficiency of iron, and the sources for iron are spinach, apple, guava, brinjal and meat. Students, other than deficiency diseases, there are other non-communicable diseases also. Let's read. First is allergies. Allergies are caused when a person is sensitive to certain substances such as dust, certain foods and drugs. Second, obesity. Obesity मतलब मोटापा. Obesity and heart conditions are caused due to excessive intake of fatty foods like fries, ice creams and junk foods. Third is some heart conditions may also be present at birth or may be passed on from the parents too. Means ऐसी condition genetic भी होती हैं. Diabetes and arthritis may be caused when a part of the body fails to function properly. Fifth, cancer can be caused due to smoking, excessive drinking, or due to environmental pollution. Now the topic is communicable disease, means फैलने वाली बीमारियाँ. Communicable diseases are those that can spread from one person to the another. Communicable diseases are generally caused by germs, and germs are disease-causing microbes such as bacteria, virus, fungi, and protozoa. Spread of communicable diseases. Communicable diseases can spread in the following ways. First is through direct contact with an infected person. When an infected person coughs or sneezes, the germs causing the disease are released into the air and can infect a healthy person. Germs can also be transferred by sharing the infected person's personal belongings such as clothes, utensils. Diseases such as common cold, measles, tuberculosis spread through direct contact. Now second is through dirty food and water. Food and water that have been left uncovered attract the flies. Flies carry germs on their bodies and pass them onto the uncovered food and water when they sit on them. Having food and water containing these germs can cause diseases such as typhoid or cholera. So, we should not eat uncovered food or drink uncovered water. Now, fourth is through insects. So, mosquitoes and some other insects can transmit germs through their bite. When a mosquito bites a person infected with malaria, it sucks in germs along with the blood. When the same mosquito bites a healthy person, that person gets affected with the malaria. The following table lists some common communicable disease, their symptoms and their preventive measures also. Communicable disease, their symptoms and how to prevent them or treat them. First is common cold. So the symptoms of common cold are cough, sore throat, runny nose or fever. And how can we prevent that? By regular hand washing and keeping away from the infected person. Second is pneumonia. So, the symptoms of pneumonia are cough, fever, along with chills and shortness of the breath. And the preventive measures are treatment with antibiotics. So, third we have tuberculosis. And the symptoms of tuberculosis are fever, chills, night sweats, loss of appetite, weight loss and weakness. And treatment for it is antibiotics. We can take antibiotics to prevent us from tuberculosis. Now, preventing communicable diseases. Communicable diseases can be prevented by maintaining a good personal and community hygiene. हमें अपने आप को तो साफ रखना ही है, अपने आसपास अपनी सराउंडिंग को भी क्लीन रखना है, जिसकी वजह से हमें और बीमारियां नहीं आएंगी. So hygiene may be defined as a practice that help to ensure cleanliness and good health. So here are the ways to maintain a good hygiene. First is we should eat clean and healthy food. We should not eat food kept uncovered. From roadside vendors. Second is, we should wash our hands, brush our teeth and bath daily. Always eat food from clean utensils and with clean hands. Third, we should not drink unclean water. Drinking water should be kept in clean and covered utensils. Fourth, we should not allow water to collect in and around our homes. क्योंकि उससे क्या होगा, उससे बहुत ज़्यादा मच्छर आने शुरू हो जाएंगे और फिर बीमारियां शुरू हो जाएंगी. Fifth, we should keep our surroundings clean to control flies. We should throw garbage into the dustbin only. We should stay away from infected people as much as possible. Some communicable disease can also be prevented by the vaccinations. Special medicines called vaccinations are given to prevent specific diseases. Vaccines help to build up resistance in the body. Most vaccines are given to children when they are very young. Now the keywords. First is balanced diet. A diet that contains adequate amounts of different components of food along with roughage and water required for the healthy functioning of our body. Second is disease. When our body is not in a healthy condition or if our body parts are not performing their functions properly. Third is non-communicable disease. Disease that do not spread from one person to the another. And communicable are disease that can spread from one person to the another. Now let's revise what we have learned. Food contains 5 main components, and these components are carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins and minerals. Second, water acts as a medium to transport nutrients inside the body. A disease is a state in which our body is not in a healthy condition or if our body parts are not performing their function properly. Fourth, non-communicable disease are those that do not spread from one person to the another. And the communicable diseases are the disease that can spread from the one person to the another. Students, now the exercise is given here. You can do it by yourself. Students, your class is ending here. See you in the next class with a new topic. Bye-bye.